Wow, the 7th episode of Season 3 of Titans really did return this show back to its glory days and really did show how threatening and formidable the Batman Rogue Gallery villains really are. Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel Lifestyle Critic. I hope you're having a brilliant day. So in this video we are going to be reviewing the 7th episode of Titans Season 3 and I absolutely love this episode. I mean, I am a massive fan of Titans, but I really do feel like episode 7 really did pick up the pace, especially from last week's slightly slower episode, and really did have loads of dark twists and turns, and finally had some really true Titans team moments, which I thought was absolutely brilliant. And like I said in my opening, it was really interesting to see that actually a Batman Rogue Gallery villain is the mastermind, the master manipulator behind everything, and really has been pulling all of the strings, as Scarecrow's plan is to mass produce his drug and really truly cause chaos in Gotham City and have all of them relying on Scarecrow so that he can make a lot of money from this. So it really does show how twisted he is, and really did also show that he is the one that is pulling all of the strings for the Red Hood as well, as he wanted to use him to also create chaos in Gotham City and to fracture the Titans. So it really does show what a twisted villain Scarecrow is, but that isn't all, as he really did make his presence known across this episode, especially with Oracle. Speaking of which, I thought this was a really interesting new flip on the comics accurate material. Speaking of which, they have also now changed the mythology and the backstory and the origins of Red Hood in terms of how it actually plays out in the comic books and the animation. But you know, I'm kind of here for it. I kind of like the fact that they're doing something new in the Titans TV series. So over here, Oracle is actually a bit of a supercomputer instead of being the persona that the Barbara Gordon character then becomes. And although it was so interesting, as the Scarecrow character was able to hack Oracle and really destroy all of the plans that Dick Grayson had, in terms of thinking he's really clever and is going to use Oracle to try and stop Scarecrow once and for all, as this is how Batman stopped Scarecrow in the first place. But now, because of Scarecrow's master manipulation, he has made them destroy Oracle, which is the one thing that stopped him before. So it really does go to show what a true mastermind the Scarecrow character is. But what he didn't anticipate and what he underestimated is that actually Dick Grayson is also able to be one step ahead as well. And I love the ending, where it was the true Titans team moments that we've really been waiting for ages for, and they really were able to destroy Scarecrow's mass production plan of the drug. So I just feel like the Scarecrow storyline in this episode was absolutely brilliant. I also really like the moments where it was just the Conor character and Dick Grayson, as we've never really seen these two characters teaming up. And it does kind of also feel like Batman and Superman are teaming up, but this is just the Teen Titan younger versions. So I hope that we see a lot more of these two characters as well. Speaking of Conor, I feel like it's really cute and really nice to see the relationship that he's also building with the Blackfire character. I feel like they're just going to be a bigger romantic couple as the series progresses. Speaking of which, I also really liked how Dick Grayson and Barbara Gordon, they have kind of been teasing their romance happening in the present day. Obviously they have been together in the past, and finally we've seen them two getting together as well. So I love how actually this show is balancing really hard-hitting serious action stuff with also the lighter team moments as well as all of these romantic storylines as well, which I think is absolutely brilliant. Starfire, wow, what true presence this character is. I absolutely loved all of her scenes, and it really did show what an unstoppable character this is, especially then when you pair her up with the Blackfire character. They really don't have any time to tolerate any nonsense, and actually they're pretty fearless, which I feel like Scarecrow would be really proud of. I am really liking the fact that they are showing the crime syndicate and they're showing all of the different mob groups within Gotham City, and I'm just really liking this new interpretation and adaptation of showing that, as obviously in the early years of the Batman adventures they were a lot filled with all these mob boss, crime boss based groups, and then it became the Rogue Gallery. So it's really nice to kind of see this happening. And you also see that there's no honor amongst thieves, as one of the crime bosses that the Starfire character goes to is happy to rat out the Scarecrow character on the condition that Blackfire and Starfire bring her son. And that's when we had that true twisted, unexpected twist happening, where the crime boss killed her own son, and then you could really feel the anger and disappointment quite literally coming out of the Starfire character, and she killed the mob boss. And I just thought those moments were just so shocking, and it really did show also that Starfire wasn't able to keep her anger and disappointment inside, especially as she felt responsible for the death of the son, as she was able to convince him to come in the first place. So you can somewhat understand what Starfire did, even though it was wrong what she did. But this then led to the revelation from Blackfire about why she killed her parents, as when Starfire decided not to return to Tamaran back to their planet, they were seeing Blackfire as their disappointed daughter, and they didn't want her to become the queen character and to keep the peace of their planet. They wanted to kill their own daughter and to survive. This is why Blackfire killed her. So I just feel like it's so twisted what is happening with all of these different characters, but it was also leading to the Blackfire and the Starfire characters actually becoming a lot closer. So my initial view of Blackfire being a bit of an evil character within the Titans group really isn't happening, but instead we're seeing her as a bit of a Titans team member, which I think is really cool. And then she was even joining the Teen Titans group to destroy all of Scarecrow's evil mass-produced drug. And I just feel like I said before, all of those Teen Titans moments were absolutely awesome. I love it when all of these group members get together, as like I said before, they are truly unstoppable within themselves, and they just really show what an awesome group they are. And even Crypto was getting involved with the fight, which I thought was absolutely wicked. However, they weren't able to catch Scarecrow, and he still is using Jason Todd as a bit of a pawn figure. So I wonder if Jason will actually turn on Scarecrow and will then try to ultimately rat him out for the Titans, which I think is really interesting, as obviously Gar wants to try and find and redeem the Jason Todd character, and he is trying to do a bit of investigation to find out where he is and how he can actually save him. And I really like how he then went to the love interest of the Jason Todd character in the end of the episode. So I really think it's going to be interesting to see A, if Jason Todd even wants to be redeemed, B, if he then even wants to join the Teen Titans group again, and then C, if the Teen Titans group are even going to want to forgive him for all of the barbaric stuff that he was doing. Granted, he was under the influence of Scarecrow and his fear toxin drug, but actually, can he be forgiven, especially for the death of the Hank character? And then I think it's going to be really interesting as well when you bring back Dove, Raven, and Donna Troy as well. So I just cannot wait to see what's going to happen in the future of Titans, as it's just such a brilliant TV show, literally one of my favorite TV shows at the moment. But you know, those are all of my thoughts on the 7th episode. I'd love to hear from you, so please let me know in the comment section below. Otherwise, I look forward to seeing you in my next video.